Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to compare two budget smartphones in India, the Moto E3 Power with the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. So these two phones are priced below the 8K pricing in India. The Moto E3 Power priced 7,999, while the Coolpad Mega 2.5D is priced 6,999. So there are lots of similarities between these two devices, and they differ in various other aspects as well. So let's get started with a detailed comparison. So first up, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, there is a tremendous difference between these two phones. Although both are plastic finished, you can see that the Coolpad Mega is pretty lightweight device, even though it has a bigger display, bigger size, and it's also a lot slimmer than the Moto E3 Power. And if you're looking for a stylish device, obviously the Coolpad Mega 2.5D is a quite good looking device with 2.5D curved Gorilla Glass protection, and overall looks quite good with the golden finishing as well. So it's pretty lightweight when compared to the Moto E3 Power, which has a smaller display but a bigger battery. And on the Moto E3 Power, we have this complete plastic finishing. Here on the Coolpad Mega 2.5D, the rear panel is plastic, but the finishing looks like it is a metallic construction. So both these devices are quite decent in terms of the build quality, but design wise, we would say the Coolpad Mega 2.5D is a better choice and the better looking device out there. Now talking about the display. So both these phones again have a 720p display, that's a 1280 by 720p panel, that's HD display. But having said that, we have a smaller HD display, that's a 5-inch display on the Moto E3 Power compared to a 5.5-inch display on the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. Now both these devices have quite good viewing angles and colors are quite decent, but the color, the pixels per inch is better on the Moto E3 Power, and we would slightly be inclined to choose the Moto E3 Power in terms of the display quality, even though the Coolpad Mega 2.5D is quite good looking display and the colors are also quite decent. Now let's talk about this performance and the software aspect of these two phones. So both are Android 6.0 Marshmallow powered devices, but there is a drastic difference between these two devices. First, let's talk about the Moto E3 Power. So this comes with a stock Android. We have the stock UI with no apps whatsoever. Third-party apps are not installed. Only the core UI apps. No customizations. It's the stock notifications and quick toggles. We have very minimal customization options, and this comes with the stock UI. So if you are a person who likes the stock UI, then this should be a good choice, because this does not come any added features, nor support for theming. No added features or gestures are supported. It's a base UI and does quite well in terms of the performance as well. Now talking about the UI on the Coolpad Mega 2.5D, we have a cool UI on top of Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and we have this multiple home screens devoid of an app drawer. And if you see the notification center, there are no quick toggles available there. Instead, you have to just swipe down, similar to iOS implementation. We have lots of options available. It's customizable, so a lot of features available. So it does take some time getting used to this UI. It's not the same UI what we feel on most of the other Android phones. And the settings also, we have added features included, and some gestures are also supported. So then we also have support for themes, so you can download additional themes from the Cool UI store. You can see there are lots of themes are included. You can get online and download additional themes similar to the MIUI, and it does offer additional features like rock wallpaper, so you can change the wallpaper quickly and without opening the gallery or other apps. So these are some of the features in the Cool UI, and we would say if you're looking for customization, if you love theming and changing the icons and doing a lot of customization on the phone, then the Cool UI definitely a good looking UI. But having said that, it's kind of difficult to get used to this UI because it has a strange iOS kind of implementation, and it does not come with an app drawer, multiple home screens. So there are some changes with respect to the UI, but once you get used to it, this is quite a decent UI overall. Now talking about the performance, both these phones are powered by the same MediaTek 6735P quad-core chipset clocked at 1 GHz with 2 GB RAM, and the Moto E3 Power with 3 GB RAM on the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. Now talking about the day-to-day performance, neither of these devices are powerful in terms of the processing capabilities, but quite a decent job it does in day-to-day tasks. Now gaming isn't a strength of either of these devices, and both these devices lag in terms of the gaming experience because of the chipset. It's not a really powerful chipset. You can play casual games, but not heavy graphic rich games, and you might see some lag on both these devices. Now both these phones have a 4G LTE, dual SIM cards and micro SD card. Now we have a dedicated micro SD card on the Moto E3 Power, while it's a hybrid SIM card on the Coolpad Mega. Now we have 16 GB storage on both these phones. Now neither of these phones support a fingerprint scanner, so again a lot of similarities there. So in terms of software and performance, it's we would say it's up to the user to decide whether he wants a software which is customizable, then go for Cool UI, whether you want a stock UI, then go for Moto E3 Power. Both these phones are a decent performance, but not for gaming. Now let's move on to the camera. So here we have a 8 megapixel camera on both these phones, and we have a 5 megapixel camera on the Moto E3 Power, while it's an 8 megapixel shooter on the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. Now looking at the camera interface, you can see that the Coolpad Mega offers additional features like night mode, beauty mode, pro mode are included, while on the other hand the Moto E3 Power is pretty basic in terms of the features offered on the camera UI. So now let's talk about the camera performance. So here are some of the samples which we have taken between these two devices. Both are quite decent or above average camera performance in their respective categories. They are not really the best out there, but comparing both these cameras, which when we tested in different light conditions, we would say that the Moto E3 Power has a slight advantage over the Coolpad Mega 2.5D in terms of the overall clarity and color quality. Looks slightly better on the Moto E3 Power. Now even though the Moto E3 Power has just a 5 megapixel camera when compared to 8 megapixel on the Coolpad Mega 2.5D, we feel that the front facing selfie photos have come better on the Moto E3 Power. So in terms of the camera experience, we would give it to the Moto E3 Power for overall slightly better performance. Now finally talking about the battery performance. So we have a 2500 mAh battery on the Coolpad Mega 2.5D, while it's a 3500 mAh battery on the Moto E3 Power. And in terms of the battery performance, the clear winner is the Moto E3 Power, which can get at least 1.5 days of usage with a moderate usage. But on the other hand, the Coolpad Mega 2.5D does not have a really great battery performance. It's just 1 day of usage in moderate usage. So in terms of the battery performance, the clear winner is the Moto E3 Power. So now we have talked about almost all aspects about these two phones. So which is better device to buy here? It's a tough choice recommending these two devices because neither of them are powerful nor really great value for money. But then the Coolpad Mega 2.5D is priced just 6,999, almost 1K cheaper than the Moto E3 Power. So we will give it to the user to decide between these two devices. If you love customization, if you want themes and a great looking device, then obviously the Coolpad Mega 2.5D is the better choice. But if you want plain stock UI and a better camera performance along with a great battery life, then you should be picking the Moto E3 Power. So that's the detailed comparison of these two phones. Hope you like this video. If you want to buy either of these devices, we have the link available in the description of this video. You can check out the link and buy the device, and that helps our channel. So that's all guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.